Welcome back to the program. This is Business Tuesday. Now, the price of land in Tatu City has hit 10.5 million per quarter acre. Yes, you heard me right. 10.5 million for a quarter acre of land. The developer, an American firm Rendover, has revealed that an individual buyer snapped up 148 plots, leaving up demand and prices. Dubbed Kijani Ridge, it is a residential land that is part of Tatu City upcoming mixed-use development of a satellite city that will feature high-end homes, private schools, shopping malls, among other social amenities. Located in Kiambu County, this is Kijani Ridge, part of the development infrastructure project in Tatu City. The land price here has now hit 10.5 million per quarter acre, hitting the aspiring homeowners. A year ago, the same quarter acre was going for only 8 million shillings. When complete, this mixed world-class new city will be of dynamic use and will be home of at least 60,000 households. The planned modern city is developed to focus on live, work and play concept based on world-class principles. Some of the social amenities to be included are private school, novel pioneering that will be for both boys and girls, a good network of road infrastructure, numerous homes encompassing flats and maisonette, and a shopping center. Hotels, offices, entertainment and light industries will also be in the new city to truly reflect its live, work and play concept. Eddy Nyadwa for Business Tuesday. Have you ever been to a mall and seen how many playing games are there for kids? Ranging from bouncing castles, slides, and even inflated swimming pools. Tony Agao took that trip and prepared for us the following reports.
This is the point in Buruburu, just 100 meters off Jogo Road, where entrepreneurs rake in thousands of money on weekends, especially on Sunday afternoons when kids are off from church. Here, they offer a wide variety of the Toto's best games. For example, games like inflatable towers, dancing castles, inflatable swimming pools, kids trains, merry-go-rounds, skatings, toy cars, and quad bikes. Inflatable towers are very costly. One as huge as this one could go for over 350,000 Kenyan shillings. For many parents, getting their children to exercise is challenging. With television and video games and an increased demand on schools to fit PE into the daily schedule, there are many barriers which prevent children from getting out there and running around. This is where the value of inflatable towers can be immeasurable. For the children, it's a fun activity. For the parents, it's an excellent way to ensure kids are getting part of their weekly exercise. According to research, children should get around an hour's exercise every single day. Fortunately, most children get this from just being kids, running around, playing sports, and in general, being active. However, there is growing worry that many kids aren't getting enough exercise, in particular, aerobic exercise. Inflatable towers provide precisely this form of exercise, helping children to stay fit and healthy without even realizing it. Increasingly, there are reports of higher and higher number of overweight children. The current thought is that childhood obesity in Kenya is reaching epidemic proportions, with 1 in 3 kids in Kenya urban areas now classed as clinically obese on leaving primary school. Of course, the reasons behind this are complex, but undoubtedly a combination of long periods of inactivity, watching television or playing computer games, a lack of physical exercise, and poor diet are to blame. Entrepreneurs have got everything you need for your kids to splash out their adrenaline. All you need is a 200 Kenyan shillings per child. Bouncing Castle's business here at the point in Buruburu is making kids to enjoy their stay. You definitely don't want your child to look sad or get bored. You can also save money on jumping castles. Instead of buying your own jumping castle, you just need to go in some place where you can rent a jumping castle like in malls. Buying your own jumping castle will definitely cost you too much money. If your child is very busy studying, you might want to give him a prize for his hard work. Take him into a mall and let him play in a jumping castle. There is no any other way on removing stress than playing and smiling. Bring your child in a place that he or she can have fun every weekend for only 200 shillings per child. All clients here are briefed on the importance of bouncing castle safety after the bouncing castle has been inflated so that kids can have a fantastic day of fun. The knowledge that children gain depends on the type of a toy they play. Have you ever let your child play a big toy? Jumping castles is one example of big toys. Children can do whatever they like. They can roll, crawl, jump, or even run in a bouncing castle. Inflatable pools have several benefits over in-ground pools or hard-sided above-ground pools. The major benefit is the cost. Discount stores often have inflatable pools available for as little as 100,000 Kenyan shillings. Inflatable pools may cost even less if purchased during sales or during the off-season. Playing with toys isn't just a way for children to waste time. It's an essential part of a child's development. Make sure to watch your child as he or she plays. Accident might occur while your child is playing. It is better if you bring a first aid kit. My name is Tony for Lolwe TV.
The United Bank for Africa UBA Foundation has partnered with the Youth Enterprise Development Fund in a bid to help youths. The partnership will seek to identify, train, finance and mentor young Kenyan entrepreneurs who qualify for the Tony Elmelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. The youth are now being encouraged to apply for the funding instead of seeking employment that has since become rare.
Most of the events, we're able to take up a new office space. He has 4 guys that he's employed to do for him. So you see, yes, a lot more.
Alumni, talk to us after this.
A majority of young people don't need money. A majority of young people need mentorship and coaching in the ways of business. And so this partnership is going to help us deliver this. The over 200 people we are hoping to send to Lagos are going to benefit from coaching and mentorship of none other than Tony Elmelu himself. And I think that would be a fantastic opportunity.
Youth Enterprise Fund, YEDF, and United Bank for Africa seek to provide not only financial support to the youth, but also training, mentorship, incubation, and counseling to help them turn big ideas into reality.
In this year alone, in the first 6 months of the year 2017-18, we have been able to disperse a total of 415 million Kenya shillings. And we are expecting more. And mainly in this partnership, we are sure that we'll be able to reach out to the majority of the youth.
The elephant in the room is that there's a pending merger. But let me say that the merger will take into consideration the continuity of the affirmative action funds. So nothing stops us from progressing with, addressing our specific target audience, which is the youth.
The Kenya Railways has reduced freight charges by half. The agency says it will hold goods at half the current tariff for a 3-month promotional period running up to April 5th. During the period, the SGR freighters will pay a flat fee of 35,000 Kenya shillings for a 20-foot container from Mombasa to Embakasi Inland Container Depot. The reduction of freight charges is seen as a move to appease importers who are lamented over the inefficiency of cargo delivery services. Upon its completion, the SGR was started to become the preferred means to ferry cargo from Port of Mombasa to Nairobi. However, that has not been the case. Many importers have continued to prefer the use of road to transport their cargo. It is this that has now made Kenya Railways Authority to introduce a 3-month promotional tariff for container traffic on SGR freight services. The promotion has seen freight charges reduced by 50%. A 20-feet container that was being hauled at a cost of 64,500 shillings will now cost 35,000 shillings. A 40-feet container that was previously charged 84,300 shillings will now cost only 40,000 from Mombasa to Embakasi Inland Container Depot. These charges include cargo handling cost and returning of empty container. Importers had been complaining of inefficiency of the Inland Container Depot that was to cut clearance time to only 6 hours.
Plans for cargo owners have been much wider than that. It is about predictability. When am I going to receive my cargo? It's about efficiency. Is it taking days in CFSs in Mombasa? Is it waiting somewhere on the road? And that our value proposition to our customers is simple. That one, we'll be able to pick your container from the port. Our Port East terminal is based next to the inland, next to the berths. Our line extends right into the port.
The train service promises 54 double-stack flat wagons carrying 216 20-foot containers each and are hauling a total load of 4,000 tons each.
Our lines go right into the port. So we are able to pick cargo from the port, put it at our terminals, marshal a train, and as soon as you form a good train, you are now able to move it into Nairobi. The challenge that we've been having is on the passenger side.
Thank you, Tony, for that report. Moving on. After overcoming a long electioneering period that saw it realize a half-year profit of 60.4 million shillings, Crown Prince Kenya is now exuding confidence that 2018 brings good tidings. While addressing journalists in Nairobi, Chief Executive Rakesh Rao confirmed that the firm will continue in product innovation as its main priority while focusing on niche markets to improve its market share by 5%. In a bid to improve painters' productivity and consumers' value, Crown Paints Kenya has announced its plan to roll out a major campaign drive to enhance the capacity of more than 40,000 painters in the country.
In our database today, we have 45,000 painters on a database. And there are so many women are there also which they are looking for they're hungry for the knowledge, and they all would like to know how to apply fashion design product, how they want to apply rough and tough product, how to do scheming, what are the things they should do. So we would like to focus a lot on training programs. I want to upscale their skills. We want to train them. We want to also train them on interior decoration skills.
Chief Executive of Crown Paints Kenya Rakesh Rao noting that the company will keep a database of all the painters it will train across the country. Having withered the protracted electioneering period, the company is now optimistic that 2018 brings good tidings.
August election was over. We did highest sales in August.
Compared to October.
Yeah. And suddenly then this happened. Then 2 months become slow. And our factory is in Kisumu, so we all I don't want to talk. We have a lot of disturbance there. So I hope this all will not repeat again and again. What I'm trying to say, in future, maybe the system will be more smoother. And I don't think so far that election can affect it in a big way. Even in spite of all, we have maintained our numbers. From November onwards, we can see things are getting better. November, December, I can see there's some positive energy we can see in the market. Customers are happy. When we talk to them about buying paints, they are very positive. Many builders, investors also looking very positive. I spoke to many real estate developers and agents. they're saying this, they are able to liquidize the stock. So I hope there is a new projects are coming up, and I can see there are, in January we signed up some good big projects.
Rakesh Rao was now warned that it may be forced to adjust the price of premium paints by up to 7% due to an increase in the cost of raw materials. It is good news for more than 40,000 painters in the country after Crown Paints announced plans to roll out a massive capacity enhancement program. However, for the consumer, they'll have to dig in further in their pockets to purchase the paints. Eddy Nyadwa for Business Tuesday. Well, and on that note, we've come to the end of this edition of Business Tuesday. Remember, you can catch the Business Tuesday every Tuesday at the same time. We'd like to hear from you. Give us your feedback through the number at the bottom of your screen. My name is Eddy Nyadwa. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.